Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, what up, y'all? So today's August 10th, 2020. I'm just under my headphones, see they're all knotted up. But I'm gonna get them for you. So, yeah, these civil abuses are ridiculous. I had to fucking cancel a lot of bullshit in New York. There's nothing in this city is real, right? You basically kidnap kids from the Caribbean with biotech. You force them to work in the animation trade. When they don't do what you tell them, you fucking kill their ass. You shoot them in the head, right? So that's kind of what happened. That's why it was rough for me. I should have never really obeyed the police. They have a weird Gestapo narrative about like our rights to bear arms in New York, but they come around and shoot us any fucking time. If I didn't have another method of surviving weapon attacks, I would have been dead. So that's what I'm saying. Thank God for that voodoo Fumai shit. The tribes of mine that do righteous. You don't want them to bring you to a place and mine that gear for their fucking bitch ass hurt and their pride. And never do any real work, And that's what it is. You're not counting money, you're not counting accounting. I've been in New York for the last couple of days. Everybody got a shirt with a logo on it about a lie they telling and a company they stole. Everything from games, TV shows on Nickelodeon. It's a lot of the other bullshit y'all selling. That's what it was. You thought the tech economy was fake. Well, you know what? Because we held it down and we kept providing value year in and year out, producing games, whether we were getting paid or not. And that's why I'm saying my professors in the game design community, they motivated me to keep working, man. They say you may never find virtue in money. Because it's clear that the rich, those of y'all that claim you're so fucking expensive in this city, y'all don't enjoy the riches you have. You ain't got nothing to offer. You don't feel like the work you do matters to you. Right? So you're always crying about your indolence and your ineffectiveness. A lot of ticket isn't going to do it for you guys. You need to promote masterpieces. You need to solve engineering problems. You need to have breakthroughs in science. You need to make concertos. Grand operas, grand opries. Let's see if the mic works. Hold on. So that's really what the fuck it is. I feel like y'all didn't have a real story, You didn't have a real story. So y'all gonna stay in the indolent hurt box, and we're gonna figure out what economics is really worth. You got all manner of fucking Jeeps, tanks, Lex Coupes, and Beamers, and the Benz, but you ain't got no fucking Benjamin Franklins to match, So y'all can stay squalid if you want. So anyway, I had mad money missing in the 90s from beats I did with Bad Boy. Even more money, more problems was a vicious year, There were problems with Diana Ross's band and Bad Boy, and I was kind of in the middle. If you listen to the older fucking crews at the Locks, they were saying how Diddy really never did anything for the Yonkers crew and the Kids from Lakai, I went from the Fugees to basically bankrupt. They tried to shoot me on a bus for the score, the album I did with Clef. Lauren shot me. Praz shot me also. So they all went batshit fucking crazy. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the old crew from Haiti. Y'all some of the best animators and musicians in the world. They'll never give you real respect. I've been in New York now. I'm 36 years old. Like I said, it's August 10th, 2020. I never had $1 million of any real money, of anything that actually mattered from y'all. So y'all cancel your fucking careers, all right? We're gonna disband a lot of these material art deals, these tech deals, these metal deals. That's what the tar bill with Brock was back in 2008 or whenever the fuck that was. They had to actually hand over the metal companies, right? Because most of that metal is iron ore stolen from Africa, Brazil. Even like Germany, a lot of countries in Europe realized their economy didn't amount to shit. Like once we have engineers, scientists, artists, and resources from Central Asia, they realize their monetary system is fraud because they'll never really pay us and honor us with reciprocity. So anyway, so what is it? I'm 3 minutes in this video. I'm gonna think about something to talk about today because I feel like there's so much information missing from your resumes. Sometimes I'm browsing the internet, I watch the news, and I feel like there's so much fucking stupid, indolent shit that gets discussed and no real solutions to problems get solved. So I talked about the law of attraction a little bit last time. I could talk about that more. I feel like you're not really winning with the attitudes you have now. I'm gonna discuss that why. Because my own mother basically was allowing women to rape me. I was getting drugged and taken out of bed and sexually assaulted by females. They were showing up in other parts of the country with my babies. These kids didn't even know who I was. And then they were trying to torture them and put those kids in cults. And I couldn't figure out what happened. I have women on TV bragging about how they'll rape me anytime they want, how I owe them for fucking their salvage ass careers in fashion or pop or whatever the fuck they doing. I don't owe y'all shit. Right? You gotta buy into love with consent and healthy attitudes and your best version of yourself. This fucking selfish, immature, violent vagrancy y'all promote of DJs you gotta kill for not showing y'all respect. Fuck y'all, alright? I'm not gonna die for your pettiness. We will see you again. So, gay cults martialize a whole fucking fake narrative about heterosexual men. We don't look to y'all for validation. I don't have sex with you. But the problem is that many gay men have friends that are heterosexual females, sometimes even bisexual females. So they talk to those women. Y'all projecting your fantasies into obsessions that you cannot buy into. So I think I'm going to talk about the law of attraction again, because I think that sex and consent is really where the modern era millennials are losing. You guys grew up in an age where the internet is so powerful. People didn't teach you healthy attitudes about behavior and intelligence. That's what I'm saying. Y'all were like overwhelmed by things like porno and like action films, shit like that. It's kind of sad. I mean, I didn't really want to be bothered with that shit. I would have much rather lived the life where I got to explore reality in a healthy way, but the truth is that those are actually parts of your epigenetics, right? Pornos lead to sex, which is the epigenetics of your libido, your reproduction. Violent movies are really about the chaos kundalini, the dark serpent. It's the angry part of you that mills angrily. That's a part of you can't resolve without the right information as to how to project that power in a healthy way, right? I'm going to talk about the dark kundalini too. So I'm going to talk about law of attraction because I didn't get into that enough. I feel like I don't know what the fuck you're doing with the decisions you make in America, and you're all confused. That's why I'm glad I got into Hinduism and Buddhism early, even though those temples didn't welcome me. I found solace in the learning, not so much in the people, because there are a lot of gay men in Buddhism that claim they can't even, spend time in temples with heterosexual. Y'all confused about your polarity. Anyway, it's not all of you, but I got shot in a Buddhist temple once. I never found solidarity in Buddhism again. So I just left. I'll let y'all squalid asses stay behind. I got advanced, right? So let's keep talking, right? I'll keep the philosophy though. That's always learned. Shout out to the philosophers in Thailand that know that there are struggles, but you got to advance. So some crews are just not really what they say they are, despite how they dress. That's the point. So anyway, let's get back to the realm of the real, all right? Implicit. I'm going to talk about the law of attraction again, like I was saying. I'm also going to talk about another one, which is, what was the other one I wanted to do? I think it's heterosexuality and consent. Yeah, that's what it is. So, my mother promoted a rape cult. That's why I never really worked on the books. I never had an official job. The IRS is a scam. Even resumes are a scam. Payroll's a scam also. Everywhere I went, y'all had like a secretive, duplicative narrative. Biotech destroys your careers, but there's no reason to hide it. You should have taught people about biotech. You promote that technology. You make sure people can get it. And instead, y'all created this little mining town for holographics, and y'all scaring real tech companies, right? So we're going to disable this fake fucking bullshit. Y'all going to get back to work, all right? So here's the real lesson here. First, I'm going to talk about the law of attraction. Then I'm going to talk about heterosexuality. Because the gay community, I can't really validate y'all. Y'all basically put a lot of pops and stars at my record label and my DJ company and taught us if I don't accept these women, you're going to castrate me and slash me and shoot me in the face. Well, you know what? Some of y'all actually did that. We cancel you fucks because there's no narrative about you abusing me and actually earning my love. You see? That's a lesson there. And the reason why you became so savage is because you didn't have a narrative on love that you want. Right? So you became bereft, emotionally vagrant, you abused drugs, and you went out and attacked people. That's all that it was. Y'all didn't have a real story, right? The reason I'm going to tell you this is you can't get to your best life without your truest love. We talked about this, right? You can't get to your best life without your truest love. So you're not going to be able to hurt someone and feel like the story you're having now matters. Most of these stupid-ass kids with like little knives and pistols, y'all not real law enforcement. You don't understand, police work. It's not even really police work. It's a reciprocity to a man and to a woman, right? Your little knives won't fix the fact that I didn't fucking get paid for beats I made from Michael Jackson's record label when I was 5, right? You can't fucking fix that problem with your pettiness, right? We need to tilt the whole fucking banking system over to get that money. And you can't do that with your idiocy. So you're all going to grow the fuck up, right? So we're going to keep talking. So the lesson with the law of attraction here is that I had nanotech, biotech, and I had Spectrasonic. Spectrasonic is an app you can search for on Google. Don't even be embarrassed about it. I posted a link on my social media. Y'all would rather report links and hide the truth than really learn yourselves right, all right? So all the advanced technology I'm just demonstrating now was around in the 1960s. Nothing new about it. You just can't handle the facts. You just want to look stupid and indolent and count money from scamming. So that's why y'all end up breaking your fucking careers over and over, all right? We're going to set it straight. So when you put the law of attraction in perspective, the point I'm trying to make is that there's a part of it missing, right? The secret's kind of a scam. There's better books than that, and they took it and dwindled it down because they want to sell you guys a dream about what money is. I didn't get paid for that book. I didn't get paid for several books I published. I am an author. I write books any fucking time I want, right? Fiction, nonfiction, whatever. But sometimes you got to dump shit down because I think you guys don't have healthy attitudes about confronting your own guilt and disease, right? I talked about regularity last time. I'm going to go back to the law of attraction, but make sure you cure any pain in your body, anything. Small, big, whatever. Get rid of it right away. If it's consistent or persistent or nagging, address it. If those doctors around you don't help, get better doctors. Go see an herbalist, right? They're going to keep you sick and weak and dependent, right? And they're going to make money off that, right? And your lack of decision-making skills. They're even going to push you over the edge and have you could destroy yourselves and their other enemies. That's what the fuck it is. That's why y'all so stupid sometimes. You're shooting the best DJs and you ain't got a real fucking job now. See? I'm going to put you on perspective. So with respect to the law of attraction, the part that's missing is this idea that you guys as a collective don't isolate your resonance of what you want. You don't really know why you love things, right? Your libido says you gotta have sex with a man. Let's say you're heterosexual female. We should only really resolve heterosexuality in this video, right? But we're gonna talk about gay rights later because you're all actually confused. That's really why you got yourself so fucked up economically. You don't have a narrative on your libido that's harmonious for you. So you're buying into other people's fantasy. That's very important that you guys stop that, all right? Heterosexual women have the same problem. They fall in love with social media. They want to see pictures of themselves every day. They want to see likes, follows. You guys can't wake the fuck up and go see someone and spend time with them without shooting or drugging that person. That's what's wrong with you. You're a bunch of fucking vagrant ghosts. I've actually called a couple celebrities that got yourselves in trouble because y'all were talking shit on your little blogs and your newspapers about people that you don't really fuck with at a personal level. But when I try to be nice to you, I actually call and have healthy relationships. How you doing? Is there anything you really want to build rhythmically in the realm of the real? Because I don't mind having brunch or tea and cookies. I mean, I know the British do it every afternoon. I'm Haitian. I can do that shit. I ain't mad at y'all, right? I don't do. I'm not a tea guy. I'm like more like coffee, and I like muffins. I like muffins. I worked on Casino. My father, dope ass movie. So. You know, the point I'm making is you could have healthy relationships. You just need to be able to sit with someone you like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, say spend some time with them, and say, well, let's try this again some other time. When I'm free, we'll try again, right? But notice how flexibility and availability are helpful things. You can't be everywhere for everyone at once, but when you can be with someone, you will. When you can't, you won't, right? Notice how when someone makes themselves available to you, things are better. If they're busy doing other things, try to work with that. Not a big deal. If they're bipolar and they become vagrant and attack you because you don't go to a date or you don't call anymore, then those women are squalid. They stupid. They fell out. You can't hurt someone because they choose other relationships, right? And you might see that person again if that person with doesn't work out. So that's why I'm saying y'all can't fall into indolence, right? So the point I make with the secret is that what you need to accept is that there's an ideal version of a love for you, right? I'm just going to get to the point right now that I'm going to explain it in hindsight. There's a love for you that matters. It has all the attributes you love, right? With someone that can balance those attributes, those character traits. If you don't get that value from a specific person you think has it, then maybe someone else has those things, right? Or something similar to what you want. See what the lesson is there? You can't get in this hyper vortex of mental health problems where you develop obsessions with one person or one outcome that you can't even get with your level of restriction and insecurity you have now. So you end up being overwhelmed with anxiety about something you convince yourself you can't have. So that's a big problem with law of attraction. To even get to where you want, you have to believe it's possible to get there. You have to create a stream of energy that says that rhythmically I'm going to get to that outcome, right? And remove the obstacles in the way that prevent it, right? But if you're in your own way, if you're just lying to yourself about what you are and what you think you can't have, then you already fucked up. You accepted limitation. I talked about that in the first video. Don't accept limitation and sell yourself a narrative about something you think you can't have. Skip all that hyper nervous hysteria. Just go straight to love. Ask someone to help you. Even if they can't do it now, ask them rhythmically to help you. That's another thing. If you guys have this instant bankruptcy, if I can't have what I want this second, I'll never be happy. No, wait rhythmically over time. Right? Tell someone, you know, I would love to have you in my life somehow. Maybe I can't today or this year, but even if you could just come around for a little while, that would be nice, right? But you know how notice how that's a much healthier emotion, right? Notice how your egos are so fucking expensive. You only need to be worth $1 billion on TV and you can never even have friends that you really respect, right? Because you're faking your whole lives and your whole career. That's the real problem, right? You don't really promote substance, right? So you got to get ready to do real things with real people that you love and tell them it's all right. You can't rule their minds, but try to build rhythmically. If you can't even talk to someone you like, then cancel that. You got to actually contribute to relationships. I see women that are so fucking expensive they think their faces are going to save them. No, friends, plastic surgery didn't do shit for you. It doesn't say enough the way you look. You got to have complex relationships every day about what you are and what you do. If you're not doing those things, then step to the side. We're not fucking with you. All right, that's it. That's the lesson there. Okay, so basic relationships matter much more than these complex fantasies you have about a complete life. Just start with being friends with someone, to ask them if they need help, see if you can take care of them, ask them to come spend some time with you once in a while. Have healthy relationships. I've seen women on TV actually shoot me and slash me because of their attention problems. So y'all fucking stupid and indolent. That's not the way relationships work. We got to build in the realm of the righteous and do better. Things got to be better every year. You know, if your relationships are falling out with the people around you, delegitimize those, gradually decompress them, move to better circumstances, and leave the old ones behind. That's what I'm doing now. I've actually had some of my family rape me and have celebrities have my kids. These kids ended up in foster care in cities all over the place. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. I'm trying to find them. I can't even take care of them all. And then now the medical system's broken. They try to give me like a fake fucking medical rap, and I can't even get real service at a hospital or even by a doctor. So y'all fucking pathetic. Y'all created this sort of holographic mining town about biotech developers you want to rule with all their Oscars and Academy Awards, and you don't ever treat them as human beings. So fuck y'all. Alright? Y'all got canceled. Y'all pathetic. Don't even go home to your families. Alright? That disease and guilt is going to eat you from the inside. That's what it is. Alright? Y'all pathetic and disgusting. So, give me a second. I'll be back in about maybe 20 seconds. I got to do something. Just wait right here, alright? back, motherfuckers. Alright, so that's the thing about it. There's a lot of negative habits that are implicit in America. The Catholic Church is kind of disgusting for this. They think that, you know, they can just build families the way they want. I never had a choice to be in the Catholic Church. It was practically a gang. They practically jumped me. My mother shot me in the head for not wanting to go to Sunday school. So she was an evil bitch for that. And I had to rectify a lot of things. Even my father was bipolar. He wanted to do right, but sometimes he would lash out on everyone in his family. I had cousins in Haiti that tried to kill every one of us with machine guns, no less. And they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. That's what I'm saying. Everybody in the diaspora, y'all need to get CBD oil right away. Go to my Twitter and see those herbs. Most of you have curable inflammation diseases. They'll make you sick with the most basic thing, and then use your anger against everyone and everything. Even make illogical arguments that don't make sense and don't do shit. That's what I'm saying. What's cool now is we're a really dope experimental art firm. We make stuff that you really can't buy. You know, Google has been outclassed. Google never paid for shit. You know, y'all just a running cult now. I need to see my name next to real ducats in a bank account. And if it's not, then y'all could just cancel your shit and go fake and sell squalid, because we don't have to look super for y'all. You know, I really don't. I was already doing dope ass shit before y'all kidnapping kids from Haiti and forcing us to work with biotech and nanotech work, right? So don't tell me my companies are mine and your broke asses are yours. If that's the case, y'all keep your bankruptcies in your bank accounts, but don't use our technology. You ain't paying for shit. So the reason what I'm saying is that commerce moves in rhythmic cycles. We gotta see each generation do better. And I'm finding these kids today, y'all not really committing your real skills. Y'all just always claiming y'all thugs and gangbanging, and you can't shoot your way into success. Because there's always somebody with more guns than you looking to do the same thing, you see? So if you're not promoting value, you're not gonna win, right? So that's what I'm saying. You have to make sure that you do righteous. Even when things around you fall apart, you gotta stay in control. And you gotta put things back in the perspective of the righteous. And that's the thing with the gay communities. You guys are not really committed to having kids. You don't even really feel like fatherhood and motherhood is for you. You just think you're having sex for fun. That's okay, but now notice how you don't really like to come around when families are doing right. You want to abuse those families because you feel like you missed out on a part of your life that you needed. So don't make excuses about why you do something. Make sure you implicitly understand the yoga. Resolve your guilt and suffering at the root level. That's why meditation and contemplation and reflection is so important. I find most of the women in our community, they got into thugging and gay gangbanging at such an evil level that y'all never really had a real reasons for the things you did. It's easy to rape a man. But that's what it is. It's the Pandava culture of these evil fucking geishas, female soldiers in the countryside. They rape princes, you know, seduce them, take their extracts or their stem cells and their semen, and then after they ejaculate, they kill them, and then we'll never see them again. So I'm saying these stupid ass birds, we fucking cancel y'all. All right, y'all pathetic and disgusting. Y'all never have a chance to have families like that, you know. And they think it's easy now with fertilization to do this shit. So y'all could try. There are entire nations that built themselves around. That's what I'm saying. The old Nazis used to do this. Now as desperate as they are, if you kind of look at Israel, it's really Israel. It was really Warsaw to Gaza, because they went from leaving ghettos and talking about cruel abuses from, you know, a very, very abusive Führer in Germany, and then they kind of end up in Israel kind of promoting those same unhealthy attitudes. So it's really about the old Kabbalists of Europe, the people that practice Egyptian philosophies, physically feeling like they need to be like alien metal god cults. I don't know what the fuck y'all call yourselves, you know. The real crews don't fuck with y'all. So I'm just saying, their genetics are fucked up. You guys promote too much abuse and incest. One of the main things of the Akesha is that as your spirit reincarnates, it has to move through the different racial groups. And each time you evolve, you have to pick up information from a species, be that animal, honor its true self, and then go to the next cycle. And keep doing this throughout your evolution, throughout the cosmos of each planet you're on. Not the cosmos, but each planet you're on, you have to evolve through every species. Pisces is the last one. Is when you're ready to step off. You accrete all the knowledge, you give the knowledge back, and you tell everyone to do it again. That's what it is. It's the wheel of karma. We just learn and evolve. And you can't be gods forever. You have to live and die, right? Those of you that are not righteous, you will die. You have to end your life because you didn't learn enough, you didn't do right by your experience. We got to try again. Those of you that did righteous, you can advance to the next level. You can either choose a mortal life, or you can transmute yourself into another species, or do whatever the fuck you want, right? But that's because you did rank high enough to accrete the real love frequency. That's what I'm saying. People around me were bipolar and sick for too long, and the thing is, they kept that cycle going on purpose because they kept everyone unstable so they can make money off of fake social work, fake banking accounts, and all the other fucked up shit they do. There's never a reason for me not to have respectable real estate in New York City. So that's what I'm saying. All y'all fucking dullards are canceled. You notice how so many countries in Europe are filing bankruptcy so fast. They can't control the global economy without respect to real responsibility. So that's what I'm saying. I actually do love y'all. I promote characters for every community. I make everything from Cammy to DeCopper to fucking Karen and Street Fighter to you know, characters at Disney that you guys wouldn't have been able to buy with the animators like this. And all I got for it was violence and abuse. You know, I don't want to even name drop anymore because y'all still obsessive cults. You see yourselves wearing your t-shirts today. I saw you wearing those logos and brandishing your cults, but you're not really doing much, right? I'm going to teach you a big lesson today. It's going to fuck you up if you think that symbols are going to save you and not real systems of arbitration and agency. So I'm going to show you what it is. There's a big curse that you guys need to accept, right? There's a lore about the Temple of Logos. It's a temple where people go to get healing. and there are many paintings and symbols on the wall, and you have to find the right one. And if you transmute your energy correctly, you'll enter into it as a portal, and when you come out, you'll be a healed person, right? But it's different for different energies and different people. There's everything from healing to transmutation, a lot of different superpowers, right? The old Egyptians claimed they had these temples. They even had spaceships that did this, right? So it may sound far-fetched, but you gotta accept that we're in an advanced age now where science can do things like make portals and energy transmutation devices, right? But if you're not willing to accept that we've already done this many, many times, you're going to think that you're trapped in a bubble about a fantasy about a world that's been destroyed, and that we just sell it to ourselves as science fiction. No, friends. A lot of this shit has happened before, right? It's just metal work, metal conduction, science research, and information that we get from, things from space or things that we found on the ground before our civilizations were even around. But don't assume that space is not, many years older than they tell you. They're just giving you a small number because they want to rule your ego. They're trying to keep kids dumb and indolent, but it ain't that, all right? Hold on a second. So the lesson here is that you guys think I trap a lot. The opposite, friend. I actually had a pretty chill life. I was pretty respectable. I saw the people around me losing their shit. They had no behavioral control. That's why martial arts is important. You need to stay physically fit. You need to have good nutrition, and you have to practice the mental martial arts. This is good Buddhism, good yoga. You guys need to know why things happen and why things happen around you. Right? I think not enough of you have causal relationships to even your own body to understand your own urges, everything from sexual, intellectual, even the more deep ones like your self-realization, what your purpose in life is. So you end up doing work that doesn't really matter. You're just like superfluously bland and ineffective. And then you go around abusing people to compensate for that. I think that's what a lot of the modeling community and women in fashion and music are. Y'all just bereft. Several women in reggae and pop try to kill me and shoot me and do nothing but just look stupid. Y'all pathetic and disgusting, but whatever. What ended up happening is you destroyed yourselves because you can't honor illegitimacy even in your own life, and it drives you insane. That's what I'm saying. Don't ever accept anything outside your truest love, and don't accept limitation. Don't think you can't get to where you want, but make sure you know that there isn't only one outcome of consent and love in your life. There are many. So you may not have the exact person you want, but you got to find people like that person that give you those same values. Sometimes even better than the ones you thought you left behind, right? That's what happened. You obsess over someone, you think, well, I'm running out of options. No, you're just hysterical, anxious, and insane. So just try to deal better with people around you. So I'm sorry New York got so disgusting. It's so pitiful now. You don't do any work. You'll just talk to demonics all the time. Everyone got a symbol to wear, a t-shirt or a sign about nothing, and you ain't really counting money. Maybe some of you are, but how are you richer than I am? I basically publish games every day, So I have companies trying to sue me for things they stole, and you're not paying. So don't even try that shit. You should have come correct with the money up front, and then we should have spoken like adults, all right? So don't even try it, right? I made Ace in Pennsylvania. That turned into Alias Maya. They practically tried to destroy that software and kill me. I never got paid, so y'all stupid and indolent. Not enough people have good 3D design software. They need to learn those skills. Everything from animation, doing work on TV, all that shit, right? Adobe sold a lot of programs for me, shot me, and never paid. So y'all just pathetic and insecure. That's not gonna work, all right? We gotta back value. So this is pervasive everywhere. I mostly do material arts. That's what I'm into. Psychology and linguistics. I had to basically teach myself. Getting shot out of college is disgusting. And I'll tell you, you can get a job from us for $12 an hour. You're such a bunch of idolatrous thugs. They use mind control on you and they'll attack you and try to train you to do what they say. That's pathetic. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to roll up on y'all niggas and y'all going to get yourselves re-educated. I'm telling you, for real. Otherwise, just die where you're at because y'all know you're suffering inside and you're evil people. And that's the thing. I've seen people around me that are lying. They just can't even function with themselves because everything about this story just doesn't work anymore. It doesn't make sense. They try to kill me several times. They're just marveling at the fact that I'm not dead and that they still have to keep selling the same lie about the abuse. It's pathetic. I don't feel bad for y'all. I know how disgusting most of you are. I have women abusing me and bragging about it on TV or on social media about how they have to promote rape and violence. Y'all disgusting. How are you going to build households like that? You think I don't need to see my sons and daughters grow? Right? You could have another Marvel director coming out of my basement or my living room or my library where my kids study, right? If you had real healthy emotions to consent, right? So instead, y'all brought all your vacancy and volumes around. We don't fuck with y'all. Y'all just too stupid and indolent and disgusting as a collective, right? Y'all need to grow the fuck up and have real values. So anyway, the point is that the problem is that you get stuck and you guys think there's only one version of love you can have, and there's no other ones. Well, maybe that's true, but now you're not stipulating healthy habits. You're not training the people on you to do better. Mind you, I've been in New York last 3 years. Like I said, 1.5 years of a good drafting study, and you can actually develop some pretty commendable skills in art. You're not going to be a grandmaster right away, but notice how you have the systems to keep building every year without needing to keep taking classes. You'll know why you're doing things. That's the point I'm making. So I could train you guys and do that, but there's no place to teach drafting in New York because y'all pathetic and indolent losers, right? You sabotage those skills. You try to promote illegitimacy, right? That's what New York is, New York City right now. So fine, fuck it, I'm not teaching art in New York. Now you guys claiming, oh, there's no graphic design studios in New York that'll hire me. Oh, really? All right, well, fuck y'all then too, all right? Now there's You know, no sinker company. Oh, you can't get a sinker store. You need a loan. You need a mortgage. You need a landlord. All right, well, fuck all that shit. Because y'all never did any real work in those industries either. You never paid for hip hop. You never paid for the best record labels, right? Buildings are made and bought and sold with theft. As soon as you find something is made and developed, you bring violence there, right? So I fuck that shit too, right? We're gonna secure war weapons now because you guys don't like to clap. You don't like to get clapped at, right? And you also don't like to do real business. So you're gonna have to sit your ass the fuck down, right? Because it should never have to be violence for us to succeed. It's just that y'all too immature. You think that you can cheat and scam and thug and gangbang your way into $1 million. Well, some of you do. But now notice how you break your economy cyclically over and over again. You can never promote value. That's what's wrong with y'all, you see? So y'all just too cheap. You promote fake indolence, right? So that's the point I'm making, is you can't get stuck in this narrative that there's only one outcome. That's what the law of attraction teaches you in the right way. You have to model what you really want and accept it. As long as you know what you're looking for, you're going to find it right away because you're connecting with that true vision of your love, not some type of fantasy that you found on the internet. And that's what I'm saying. Get off that social media hype train where you're always taking pictures of yourself and you're not talking to real people. Don't even try that shit. I got phone, text, email, SMS, right? I practically did Star Wars Special Edition. In fact, I did, and then I got shot for that. And now y'all claim you don't know who the fuck makes these movies. You're so stupid indolent. Don't even try that shit. Y'all made a whole mnemonic town about scamming. You got so good at it, you train yourselves in lying every day. And you justified it as real. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, pathetic. So many movies I made, I practically hold down action films and sci-fi films at a continuous level, right? Because those are actually industry patents we bought into. Because y'all make you like that shit, but you try to push those industries into vagrancy. So you lost several bankruptcies because of you viciously attacked us. In fact, you shot people from New York and Cali came to Haiti and shot kids like me. I'm amazed I survived, but I'm telling you, a gunshot wound to the head is awful. You actually feel a piece of your brain missing and blood pouring everywhere, and you can't do shit. It's awful. You won't really be able to move much, so. But my people came back and reconstituted me. That's what it is. They told me not to glorify violence, but I have to tell you the truth. That's the tiger style. I'm not looking super for y'all, and you're gonna eat that mind for your guilt and your hurt, because that's really what you're looking for is your own suffering, right? When you pay for those abuses, you can't shoot your way in your best love, right? Because you wouldn't accept that people do that too. That's what reciprocity is. Don't project a life that you think you can get away with. Those are just cheap tricks, right? The universe is aware. People see what's going on. They know. That's it, friends. That was a big thing in law of attraction. Don't accept a reality you can't grasp. Don't accept there's only one outcome. There's multiple outcomes of your best love, right? Rhythmically move to it, and don't tell yourself you can't have something. Just start with what you can do now, right? I put my Cash App on social media 4 months ago. I wanted to prove if the internet was real, if y'all a bunch of fucking fugazi diddles and you just talk shit for nothing. I didn't get money from none of y'all, except for my sister. She was nice enough to send me a couple of dollars. Thanks. That's this. Like $40, not a lot, but it's definitely not, 4 trillion or 7 trillion. Y'all missing an entire industry of films and work I did in art, anime, and metal work, right? So y'all could cancel your bullshit. It ain't nothing to me. We proved that y'all will lie and fake your whole economy and still never really love us. And that's the answer there. If it was about reciprocity, there'd be no market crashes because there'd always be someone to look out for the other tribes. But you narrate that gear for your little hurt and your selfishness, where you're at, and you think it's enough to get you paid. Well, maybe it is. But you're not earning respect for that, And mind you, it's slave notes anyway. It's not debt, any debt or legal tender. It's just some debts and legal tender, right? Because y'all don't count on money. Y'all scammers. So, I don't know what else to tell you, man. That's what law of attraction. That was the point I want to make law of attraction is don't settle for the fact that you can only have one outcome. There are multiple outcomes. But be ready to identify it when it's there and rhythmically ascend into it, right? And be flexible. Maybe you're not getting what you want all at once, but your cookie's not that expensive, ladies. If your ego's that expensive, you're just saying you have a lot of anxiety, you're not that flexible, right? But if you're flexible and you help things come around the right way, you notice how when you build relationships with people that honor you, then that they don't just trust, they make things better. So once you guys create these abusive rape cults about nothing but torture and lies, that's when y'all get yourselves fucked up. So don't even try that shit, all right? Basically. So, yeah, I was at ID software the whole time. I think we're going to make Quake again. You never paid for them, so I don't really have to honor those games as blockbusters or huge sales. There's no money from that. You ain't counting shit. Stop it. I've been broke the whole time. So, and I'm my accountants, lawyers, doctors, none of that. Right? People around me got to honor me. Right? I don't pay y'all to sell fake and lie. I think I had kids in Hastings and Long Island City. I didn't know they were out there. My mother let some woman rape me one night. I woke up fucking bankrupt and stupid. Not bankrupt, just completely confused as to why days were missing, and I asked people around me what happened. My own grandmother I asked my aunt Florence, she didn't say shit. I asked my own mother, she was looking stupid. I asked my stepfather, Lionel Lewis, he's an asshole, he didn't have anything to say, so I'm like, well, I guess nothing happened. I couldn't assume much. There was no one texting me, no one emailed me, no one said nothing, so I found out women were coming by shooting and raping me often. Cyclically they did it in that building. I was in. So y'all just pathetic and disgusting. I physically didn't lose much. I had the wherewithal, I had the yoga, I had the emotional solvency to rebuild myself. But I don't know what happened to my kids. I know some of them are suffering. I'm sorry that they were doing this to you. I'm gonna have to try better, because this is the worst part of it. You know, it's the worst part. That's what I'm saying. It's straight security work for me now. I don't think y'all justify the work you did. You know, y'all basically stealing video games from my company. I don't need y'all to look stupid for me. Don't even fucking try it. It's not fun when my family's suffering, right? So y'all gonna get a real story. So I talked about law of attraction. That's the only thing I want to say about that, is just don't accept that you can't have something. Like, know what you want, and know that there isn't only one outcome for that. That's a lesson there, right? You have to get a group of energies to match your desire. You're gonna see a couple of things settle into your best life, not just one outcome. So don't wait for someone to tell you that, you know, they're gonna bankrupt themselves or attack you if they don't get what they want. They're just stupid. They admit that they're out of control, right? And you shouldn't obsess over someone too much. Don't get on the internet mining social media profiles that don't contact you. If someone's not hitting you up direct, then fuck them. Focus on palpable relationships, ones that people actually build. If someone's too insecure to tell you they value you, then they're already telling you that technically, energetically, they're not where you are, you know, or they can't trust you. But if it's about trust, then find someone that relates to your struggle. Someone should know why you became the way you became. Are you a monster, or are you right, or in the righteous? I had to do Wolverine, and basically under terms of slavery. I didn't get paid for that. I physically do like fucking shows for The Simpsons, because animators have to roll into that show. They ain't paying for that either. So it's just completely stupid. I think Americans need to really figure out what they want. And foreigners don't really do so well in this country. You know, y'all come here with a lot of selfish, petty attitudes and tricks that you have from the countries where you come from, and y'all still trying to use that to win. And I'm not fucking with y'all. So y'all pathetic, right? You can't abuse me and enjoy your best love. It's not gonna work that way. We're not doing that. All right. So get a real story about what y'all doing. So look, man. You know, if you guys want, you can live in this fake world, but you're gonna notice how difficult it is to enjoy life. You don't have much substance to things, right? You don't really feel like you're proud of everything you've done. You don't wake up feeling like, what an exciting day, I can't wait to be my best self. You feel like, oh my God, I left so much hurt behind. I'm gonna sit and just be depressed and angry, you know, the whole fucking day and the whole afternoon, the whole fucking year if you have to be. But you know what? Milling that gear for your hurt don't get you what you want, right? So you gotta regenerate your body, get that state of regularity. You gotta use a good yoga and personal reflection to get the guilt and bile out of your resume, which is stop lying to yourself and others, put things into the righteous, right? Put things in perspective, right? And then proceed. But none of this had shit to do with me. I was getting shot viciously before I was 18, and y'all never really had any settlements, payments, or nothing, right? You just kept going around about lying, because none of this shit had anything to do with you, and y'all ain't doing real work, right? So, I mean, the police are driving around in cars they stole from a metal company that I work at. So don't even try it, and y'all busting my chops. So don't try that shit, right? So. You know, we're going back to old companies, because like shit that I honor with my family Haiti as a kid, that's more valid to us now, because you're not really paying for the work y'all stole. So it's like you got to think about what y'all really doing, what you really want, you know. So get back into the realm of the righteous, you know. But like I said, we're exporting movies now. Y'all didn't really pay for anything in America, so y'all could sit and not do anything at home. Technology and entertainment got to get better, whether you think banking is real or not. I mean, that's the real recompense of my career, is that I know that I build things in the righteous. How my family saying, oh, fix your career, fix this? I mean, I fucking make Super Mario, nigga. What the fuck are they telling you? These people are disgusting. Send their ass to jail. Put their ass under the fucking jail on other planets. You know, y'all ridiculous. So I gotta see my family do better. They don't want black artists, black educators, black father figures doing shit in America. So y'all disgusting, man. Get a real narrative about your indolence and your genetic deficiency, all right? Learn to love yourselves. If you don't like us, don't count money around us. Or make your own government and rule that. Make your own society and rule that. But you're not holding us to your limitations. We got to do better. And that's not a real story about our suffering. So anyway, go to my Twitter. You'll see at the top there's 4 supplements. Make sure you get those. Malik Francois _. Malik Francois _ That's what that is. So once again, y'all got to do real work. And I was saying law of attraction, heterosexuality and consent. So look, kids, when you guys have hysteria, it's hard for you to partially commit to relationships. Like if you really like someone, if you can't just talk to them and be nice, and just ask them to come around when they can or connect with you when they can, that's all you can really do. Maybe they don't have time that year, but maybe calling you once in a while is good. But I found out that the Fed will hack phones. They'll hack my phone to damage relationships. One year they were saying, oh, we gave you a celebrity. This woman on TV is yours. This woman's yours. It's like, oh, y'all not narrating relationships, right? Y'all know what the fuck y'all doing. Obviously, those people are not that interesting. If they were, they wouldn't be paying you to harass me, right? They would come by and be nice. You see? So that's just insecure volatility mixed with bullshit. You're not really working, right? It's not that difficult to talk to people. That's what's stupid about it. I was holding down a girlfriend in the Caribbean. My girlfriend was beautiful. She was from Jamaica. She loved me real nice. But we were trying to build our life together, and then y'all came around with guns because you couldn't handle a cute black couple working at Disney. Y'all pathetic. Y'all never had a story about love for me. You know, still nervous, anxious wrecks with your abuses and your psychosis. Heal yourself, cleanse disease, come back to regularity, and maybe in the realm of the righteous we can build. But if that anxiety about rejection is making you sick to the point where you attack people, then we cancel you fucks. You will not work around us. Don't even try that shit. So anyway, this logo jocking shit is done. It was about the Temple of Logos in Egypt. You can't make logos about abuse and torture and honor those. You got to cancel that shit, right? So we dissolve that fake shit with the hieroglyphs. Right. Everything has to be honored, but it also has to be a real power and prowess about what is fair. There is a righteous indignation, right? So you guys got to be ready to honor what it is that you are, and be ready to tell the truth about what you're doing. If not, we got to cancel you, right? Because I got to hold it solid for mine. I did not enjoy having to suffer rape and torture and monetary losses for an industry that's extraordinarily satisfying, but that's bankrupt energetically because y'all didn't really come correct with like our self-esteem and what you really feel about us. You know what I'm saying? The world is about living. I don't have time to look stupid for bank codes or social media fucking profiles and likes and clicks, right? I use that shit to solve problems. I teach, I distribute information, I make sure the energy is getting better. Y'all don't really use that shit responsibly, so stop it. It's pathetic, right? Grow the fuck up. So, last of it is that heterosexuality consent. You can't have everything you want right away. If you want like someone, ask them to come around. Why are y'all so nervous? Just be nice to someone. Say something they like. Do you have anything to offer? Are you just sitting there nervous and confused, or do you actually have anything to say? Once you can't talk to someone, you kind of have to evaluate your mental health. You should have things to say that they enjoy. You know, it should be fun to talk to that person. You should challenge them intellectually. If you can't talk to them without shooting them, then you're just stupid and ridiculous. I've seen a woman like get nervous and talk to me. She went and got a gun and shot me. That's how mentally sick she was. So y'all got canceled for your indolence. Don't try that shit. So listen, I want to short this video down. All right. So the main lesson, the first one in law of attraction, is don't accept only one outcome. Make sure you have a collective of values you like and prioritize them in the reasons of which ones you love the most in the people that you're looking for, right? Right? What do you love the most about the people you want to share life with? What do you even love the most about the art you make, the things you buy, the homes you live in? What do you like about them? What's special about those experiences, right? Build those into a collective of things and identify them generally, not just as one outcome. I see women stealing cars from dealerships and shops I work with. They'll never had a real fucking job because like the people that make those cars, we don't do so well financially. You know, so y'all scamming yourselves out of work. You're just pathetic and immature, right? So grow the fuck up. So as a collective, we got to do better. Next, so make sure you accept the collective of values, not just one. So when you're stealing and abusing things, that means you don't even know what you like. If you were skilled, you'd be able to make it or have it built correctly, and make sure you pay for it with value. But once you're this immature and naive, then you're just vagrant and out of control. So we cancel you losers. Next thing. Consent and heterosexuality. Maybe you can't have everything you want all at once, but if you can't enjoy things rhythmically in a slow way, then life is not that interesting with you. You can't shoot your way into a one-night stand and shoot your way out, right? You never really enjoy that person's sex. If you can't have sex with them more than once, you're not really having fun with them. You just had sex once and you moved on. So it's okay, you can hit it and quit it, but maybe you want to have sex with a little bit more. Okay, well then try harder, right? If not, then fuck it. But I'm just saying, I actually extend myself out to women. I have my phone, I contact you, I'll talk to you wherever you're at. You all seem like you're a ghost at this point. You don't know what you're looking for. So if that's the case, then you're not going to claim that Katie's hit with Kanye West, with E.T. was not about me. That was a scam, right? I did all the lights with Kanye and Rihanna. They ended up shooting me for that. That was a scam. In fact, they went on basically on probation. I think they were fugitives actually for a while because they were violating Rockefeller and hip hop and weren't paying for shit. I was still part of old beats I did, even for fucking Terminator X and Public Enemy, right? I didn't get paid for those. You know, I got cousins on the West Coast that make music, so we can stabilize things through family business. But the rest of y'all really promote fake shit. That's what it is. So y'all get stuck. And I have to see out Apple. Apple's an abusive brand. You'll never pay for nothing. You like that company, you make it better. You work at technology. You develop your own technology, right? I'm still at Razer. I got to get my phone back and do 2 other versions. And I do the Asus ROG phone. And I work at Strix for Asus. Republic of Gamers, Strix. And I work at ID, where we just made Doom. And Xbox Series X. So, don't even try that shit. We're doing everything. So, you know, the old brands are falling out. I gotta put up my own metal brands down. I gotta make sure I make and develop things I actually use and I enjoy. I'm tired of working for other companies. Y'all ain't paying me. I'm not even using your technology, so fuck it. But it's all old rules now, because y'all don't honor shit that y'all doing now. You're not mature enough. So, and inception is a big deal. We gotta struggle for the things we do, and we gotta really work, and we gotta innovate, not look foolish and selfish, right? So come correct to make better decisions. That's it, friends. All right. So don't accept only one outcome. Law of attraction. Consent, heterosexuality, build rhythmically. You don't have to have everything all at once in one night, and you can't shoot someone into your best love. That's why domestic violence is not really real. You're just commenting that you have mental health problems and you didn't resolve that. Right? So that's what it is. You can't rape someone into a best love. Eventually your kids are going to figure out that you fucked them up real bad, and then you're going to turn domestic violence back on them and to yourself again. I'm saying people that are in these circles are destroying their careers over and over. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. So Quit that stupidity. I need to grow the fuck up, right? So focus on your yoga, read all the sutras, do your meditation, focus on your nutrition. You see me with the cannabis spliff. What you really need is that CBD oil tincture. Go get that. Go cop that shit. Alright? The rest of y'all looking stupid. Y'all a bunch of fucking buffoons. Alright? You're not counting money and respect. So y'all should have paid for shit years ago. Instead, y'all looking stupid now. So now embargoes are gonna fuck with your markets. And y'all lost the NASDAQ because y'all looking so ridiculous. Right? Y'all don't pay for real services. Right? It's not any debt or any tender. It's only some. Right? So don't sell fake and indolence. Everybody gotta hold it down. And you don't buy the products you make. So don't look stupid either. Right? So that's it for today. So it's August 10th, 2020. My name is Malik Rousseau Francois. My real name, my whole life. I'm 36 years old. Alright? We're in New York State, Queens County, in the United States of America. That is all, friends. End transmission. Rome Ducats.